everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about high-end purchases. Do I regret purchasing them? So we'll talk about that, and I'll have some talking points about why I regret, why I don't regret, and yeah, so let's start there. So again, welcome back to my channel, and you saw Claude hop up here. Got to drink a swig of coffee on that second cup. I know I should slow down, but sometimes when you're talking about fashion, you're talking about like bags or whatever, you need some sustenance, and this is definitely my sustenance. So first of all, let's talk about like a couple of the high-end purchases I've made, and whether or not do I think that they are worth it. Do I regret? And I am a person that I don't believe in living with regret. I think you have to take a lesson from what you've done and kind of move on. So, okay, so we'll talk about one bag. Actually, I have a few, but I'm just going to talk about one because one I don't like rubbing people's nose in what I have, but there are some bags that are easily attainable. And mind you, I bought this bag when it first came out because I saw a person who I really dig her style, and I said, let me get that bag, and so I got it, and yeah, and it's one of those bags that I'm just like, should I have? I rarely carry it, but I'll show, you'll see a clip either here or here. It's a wonderful bag. It's very out there. Um, I I love the simplicity, and it's just a huge, simple, very out there bag. I don't use it often. A matter of fact, I can count on my hand how many times I've used it. Twice. Does it hold up in practicality? Yes, you can put a ton of stuff in there. It's one of those bags that you just kind of go, wow, this is huge. And you know what? I really probably would have gotten more use out of it if I was able to carry the smaller bag and that had the logo on it, if it was a smaller logo. And I think they've done a new production where it is it shows a little bit of the logo. So there's that. Does it hold up in terms of practicality? And yes, it does. Cost per wear? No, it's not. Not cost per wear, not at all. You know what? I need to take off my glasses because I habitually tend to continue to do things that in my security, because that is my security blanket. This is my security blanket, and we can go into that about there's common things that you do when you have, and it's some there's some things about like my skin that we'll touch on this like way into the future, but some things about my skin, my eyes in particular, that I am constantly aware of, and you can see it. So yeah, we'll talk about that in the future. But let's get back to my YSL Icare bag. So, but I need my glasses to see. I can't wait till my contacts come. Let's see. So I have some notes here. So cost per wear is not really cost per wear is not is something that that I think it wasn't it wasn't a good purchase basically, but I love the bag. So that with the cost per wear, but it's not a good purchase, but I love the bag because it's stylish as heck. What do I regret it? No, I don't regret it, because whenever I travel, which is not, I'm not traveling anytime soon, because there's some things that I'm dealing with, that, but no, it's not something I regret. But would I do it again? Honestly, yeah, I freaking would, because it's a beautiful bag. It's You can fit a ton of stuff in it. Leather, supple. It's an eye-catching bag. It it's not cost per wear for me. Other people, it might be something. I have only, like I said, carried it a couple of times, but it's an elegant bag, beautiful. The um, the stitching of the bag is beautiful. It's a gorgeous bag, and if I were a person who traveled a lot, um, maybe this would probably be a no regret purchase, or a purchase of cost per wear. It's something that that is really good for them, but for me, not so much. But I don't regret getting the bag. I think it's one of my favorites. So yeah. So the YSL Icare bag is a just a magnificent bag. Now we'll talk about something that one I bought because I'm on, like I said, I'm on a healthcare journey. I'm on a getting healthy, and I'm all about, making sure my skin looks great. Not just my skin on my face, but the skin on my body. And I'm one that I tend to freckle, so I don't, I mean, I don't, I'm not out in the sun anymore. I, I, I'm not a big person who likes to lay out in the sun. I did years ago, and I just really found out that I don't like, um, oh gosh, come on, people. Video. So yeah, so we'll talk about the sauna blanket. Um, I bought the sauna blanket, my word, uh, years ago. I would say maybe 5 years. No, it was during the pandemic, during the pandy. Um, yes. Initial appeal of that was that the blanket, let me read my notes. Um, it promised to for detoxification, relaxation, and just overall wellness benefits. Was it effective? Can I share my personal opinion on that? Yes, it makes you feel really good. It it puts you to it puts you in a state of relaxation. Um, that is always lovely for me. Um, there's a lot of hype around, it helps burn off calories and all these things. I don't know about that. I just know that it's easy to use, and I feel really good afterwards. I do have when I first bought it, you have to get, they say to wear like something like all cotton, because the device does get really hot, and there's no way you can burn yourself, but it's a severe, like, it's heat, like it's very uncomfortable heat. So most likely you're going to want to not like be in it naked, which that would be preferable, because when you go into a regular sauna, a lot of places you're just in a towel and you're just in all natural. At least that's the way I am. But this is requires you to have something, your socks and all of that. But then after I purchased it, I think it was maybe like 8 or 9 months later, they came out with a sauna blanket. And so I found this deal to whereas I got two for one. So I bought that. So I have an extra one that I've never opened. And I'm thinking, oh, I just, would I have, if I have a partner, then they could just, do that or whatever. So I still have it. Um, and the blanket is an insert, so it goes inside of the sauna blanket, and then you just sit in there, and you don't have to worry about having to always clean out the sauna blanket, because every single time that you would use it, you would need to clean it because your sweat would get into the sauna blanket, and that's just gross. So with the sauna blanket, you could use it and then wash it the day after, or whenever you're using it. And I would suggest you use the sauna blanket like 2 to 3 times a week. So you can do it like like you've had a Monday or whatever day that you just had a day. Use your sauna blanket when you get home from, or if you need to relax. Use your sauna blanket, get in a quiet environment, and then just turn it on 10 minutes before you're going to use it. And it'll automatically shut off after an hour. Get in it. You'll feel so good. You'll sweat a lot. And then just cool down, but make sure you have water. You're drinking water like before and then after. And then I usually take a shower because you don't want to sit with that sweat on your body because it's like you're sweating out the toxins, but then also you don't want to just okay, like, wipe off your face and then you're like I'm in, but you still got sweat all over your body. Go take a shower. Shower that off. Um, and then lather yourself with some really luxurious lotion, and then you will have the best sleep of your life. I mean, you will just you'll sleep so well. Oh my gosh, the sleep is just unreal. And that's what I do 2 times a week. And it could be I usually do like Wednesdays and Sundays, which is today. I usually do those 2 days. And then sometimes I might miss because there are, other things happening in my life. But, I might miss it, but then I try to make sure that I catch it the next week. But it has been one of those items that I'm so happy that I bought it. And I remember telling one of my girlfriends, I remember telling Coco that she was thinking about buying it, and I told her, yes, 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 yes. It is such a useful tool for relaxation and just to get that the stress of the day, to it's such a I can't say enough about it. And do I regret it? Heck no. It like I said, it's one of those purchases that when I look at it, it brings me utter joy because I know that it was money that was well spent. So I was going off topic. It's like easy to use, and you can incorporate it into your routine. Like if you're a morning workout person, you can definitely get your body warm. So maybe you could do that prior to, like, let's say, going for a run or using it. Um, is just has been a game changer. And I hate saying that because of my first video. I said that so much, but it's true. Value for money, absolutely, absolutely. The justice for the price, it's expensive, but it if you could have an indoor sauna, do that. If your gym has a sauna, do that. But for those people who don't have those things in, like they say, their building, or they don't have the access to that, this is just a device that a huge device that um, I would definitely, if you're on a wellness journey and you're looking for something that will add like so much health to your life, then this is something that you may need. You don't it's not essential, but it's something that if, I think it just adds to my wellness, and it adds to my life. So yeah, I definitely would would get it. So yeah. So next we'll talk about this really this this purchase hurt. So I bought a couple of pieces of Rimowa luggage. Absolutely love, love, love this luggage. It's expensive as, oh, yeah, it's expensive. Is it worth it? Let's just say this. The brand has been around for a very long time. It's not a fly by night brand. Um, Rimowa has a history. I mean, when you go into the Rimowa store, we have one here in San Francisco. When you walk into a Rimowa store, you'll see some luggage that literally has been beat up and it's still a functioning piece of luggage. Because I bought mine within this time frame that they now have, it is now um, a lifetime guarantee. Um, I think that if you bought it prior to, I think there was some sort of guarantee, but now we have a lifetime guarantee. Um, I was, I think it was last the year before. I was in New York and I could not get one of my, and it was my own fault, honestly. I could not get one of my locks open, and I literally started to panic. I started to panic and I called Remote and they were like, "Oh, you can just send it to us. You can come to the store." And this was in New York. And, or they say, or, there's another hotel that we have like someone who's there. They'll help me. And then the lady just walked me through how to open up my luggage. And then she says, if you feel that there's like a defect, bring it back to the store when you get back to San Francisco and we'll take a look at it. And I honestly, it was my fault because I did not put the right code in, so I panicked. And so anyway, but yes, just I mean, you're looked at differently, and you don't want to think that, but it's true. People see your luggage, but it's for people who know. Some people, they just like can give two she's about your luggage. But I absolutely love it, and I wanted to put my own spin on it because I chose a color that it was not like the plain old aluminum. I mean, it's still aluminum, but it's I'll show pictures. It's gold. It's kind of like like this pewter gold color. Love that. And I put my initials on it just because everybody knows whose bag it is, just in case. Um, so yeah, so it's very expensive. And let's talk about some of that. So longevity, it's gonna wear, it's gonna be around after I'm gone. Um, and family can use it or not. It's it's a proven to be a reliable travel companion, and the flaws in it is that it will get dinged and you have to be okay with the dings. I put some dings on my you know my my carry-on. I mean, and I got the size carry-on that may not be, I mean, it depends on what level that you're flying, but I was flying business class for the last couple of years, and so it didn't matter what size my carry-on was. It was gonna fit because I paid for it, literally paid for it. So yeah, so the Remova is and the rollability of, I'll put some pictures here. It can climb over rocks and it is still such a great piece of luggage. The interior, you can't fit a lot in it. That is for sure. So you have to be very selective in what you choose to take with you. Um, I usually have a nice bag. Like I don't think I've carried my YSL with my Remova, but I could carry my YSL bag. So I could put all kinds of stuff in there. I could put some of my really expensive other things inside the YSL. So that could be my two bags, right? Um, but you don't have a lot of room. And then I have the medium size, and at some point I will buy the larger size because there's going to be a time when I'm at that point where I don't even want to carry anything on board except for my body and my purse. I'm just at that point. I'm at that age that I don't have the capacity. And if I'm going for one night, maybe I'll take a carry on. But I'm just I'm just I'm done with that. The airlines are going to screw you over, whatever. They're going to, sometimes they'll force you to take your carry on and, put it under the plane. So I'm at that point where I'm just like, you know what? Just let me get my big luggage, put everything in there except for the real expensive stuff. Um, and then, do that. So eventually I will buy the large. And I was even thinking about the trunk. So, but we're not going to do that. But yeah, so they are expensive pieces of luggage. I don't regret them. The cost per wear is phenomenal because I've already carried them and I'm going to carry them for forever. I mean, for my forever. Um, it's a status symbol. Yes and no. Some people don't know what they are. So for them, who most, I would say 75-80% of people don't know what luggage it is. But when people feel it, they go, "Oh, this is nice luggage." My sister and I were in Vegas, and the cab driver or the Uber driver was like, "That's a nice piece of luggage." And my sister's like, "I know." She she's like, "I know." She tells me, Laura. She tells me, Tracy, you should get some of this luggage, or. So anyway, just a long story short. So yeah, it's very expensive. It's a status, yes and no, because like I said, 75-80% of people don't know what that is. But when you feel it and you roll it around and you see how well it glides across any kind of obstacle, you can definitely tell that it's quality. Absolutely. Um, so yeah, so travel experience, yes, it will get dinged up and you have to be okay with that. And yes, you're thinking, oh, I spent all this money on the bag that no, it's going to get dinged up because this is the airlines we're talking about. They don't care about your luggage. You've seen proof of that before. They don't care. But what really is the interior of it is will keep all of your stuff. Nothing's going to be shifting around because you it's packed so tight. It's so secure. Nothing's going to be flying around. Longevity of wear, it's like I said, it's going to be around for a very long time, unless you sell it, and it's resellable, and you'll probably get maybe 100% of your money back if I'm gonna take that back. You're not gonna get 100%. You're probably gonna get like 75% of your money back from your purchase because these are expensive pieces of luggage. Um, it's durable, it's functional, and compared to my previous luggage, I had a set of Tahara luggage. I loved the Tahara, but one year when I was coming back, I think I was coming back from the DR. They had wrapped my luggage in all of that security tape because they had broken it. Well, they didn't really broke it, but yeah, they broke it. They broke it. So, um, yeah. So those kind of things can happen, but with the Remova, I've got a lifetime guarantee, and the wheels are, you can always get some added benefits. People put a ton of stickers on them. I'm not that girl. I just want to keep it streamlined, and I just want to keep it with my initials on it, and that's me. um, but yeah, so thank you so much for talking about some expensive stuff that I bought and whether I regret. So again, let's start at the top. My YSL bag, I don't regret it. I wish I wore it more, but it's a loud thing. And I mean, I'd have to be going somewhere where, yeah, I don't know. But I love the bag, and I definitely should carry it more. Um, yeah, so I don't regret it. I just wish I could get more of my cost per wear out of it. My sauna blanket, heck no, that is. Oh my gosh, I love that blanket so much. Um, yeah. Now they have one that zips. Mine has Velcro, and I probably won't buy the zip. But talk to me in a couple years, because I'm that girl. I will, if I love something, I don't mind upgrading if they added new things to it. And I usually, my loved ones receive the, not the cast off because I don't think of it like that, but they get that added benefit, and I want them to feel good as well. And my luggage. Oh, my luggage is going to be with me for a while. And I don't think I mean, the only thing I'll do is probably add another piece. And like I said, it would probably be the large. But yeah, and it comes with this beautiful dust bag for luggage. Yes. Dust bag is branded. Um, and I got them for both pieces of luggage, and they give you with nice tags on it. I don't use it, but I will. Maybe I'll start. Um, just a quality piece. I don't regret that whatsoever, but definitely would suggest that you have to be okay with it being, you know, dinged up. If you have a black one, if it gets enough dings, it'll show the aluminum. Like I have some aluminum, spots. So you have to be okay with that. And it just makes your bag look lived in. It makes sure it looks well traveled. I definitely don't regret that. Um, but thank you so much for joining me today, and for me to talk about some, things high end purchases, but high end purchases that I have made. Some, none of them are I don't regret because I don't believe in living in regret. But I would take a second pass at one of my purchases. But ultimately, I would have bought it anyway. So thank you so much for joining me today, and hopefully you can stay tuned for my next video because this one is a doozy. I'm going to talk to you about. I don't want to spoil it, so you'll have to wait and click on my channel and see the other videos if you've missed those. It's only two, so you can quickly go through those. And thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Have a beautiful day.